We live in a culture that taught us to demean women's bodies, especially our own. Self deprecation often feels like a harmless way to connect with other women. Midlife in Motion is the podcast for women who want to reclaim their metabolism, maintain their mobility, and recognize their divine worth. I'm your host, Angie Collingwood, fitness and yoga instructor, body confidence, and menopause coach. This show bridges the gap between science and soul. We move beyond quick fixes to discuss the real pillars of longevity. Get ready to start dancing into midlife. Hello and welcome to another episode of Midlife in Motion. I'm Angie Collingwood. Today we are going to talk about friend or foe. Imagine starting your day with someone who seems to notice every little flaw. They pick apart what you're wearing, they criticize your size, they scrutinize what you ate for breakfast, and they even judge what you just said. It's as if absolutely nothing is off limits from their critique. Every comparison they make leaves you feeling less than, like you're never quite measuring up. It's exhausting, isn't it? Being in the company of someone who constantly tells you that you're not good enough. Think about how it feels to be around someone who's constantly negative and critical. How does this constant barrage of negativity impact you? You certainly wouldn't enjoy spending time with someone who makes you question every choice you make. Now, let's turn that lens inward. Is this what it's like to live in your own mind? Think about how often you criticize yourself, whether it's about your body, your choices, or the food you just ate. Now flip the scenario. Picture spending your day with someone who is genuinely kind and compassionate. This person embraces your strengths and shows empathy for the challenges you face. They never compare you to others. They truly appreciate you for exactly who you are. They remind you that you are amazing just being your innate self. Let me ask you, who would you prefer to be around? The critical voice that constantly undermines you, or the compassionate presence that encourages you? Doesn't the person who sees the best in you sound like someone you'd want in your life? For decades, many of us has acted as the commanding officer of our bodies. We've issued orders, demanded results, and treated our physical selves like an unruly employee in need of discipline. Are you treating your body like a difficult employee you're trying to fire? Think about the impact this has, not just on your physical self, but on your mental well-being. This militant approach creates deep tension. It completely distances you from treating yourself with any sort of kindness or understanding. Your most important relationship in this life is with you, the body you live in. What happens when you flip the script from commanding to compassion? What happens when you stop seeing her as an enemy and start seeing her as your most loyal, lifelong best friend? She has seen you through every single day of your life. She has carried you through every challenge and every joy. She is always present. Imagine treating your body as you would a cherished friend. When we acknowledge everything she has done for us, we open ourselves up to a profoundly loving relationship. This shift transforms not only how we view ourselves, but how we experience our entire lives. Think of your nervous system like a security alarm that is always on guard, scanning for potential threats. When we criticize ourselves harshly, saying things like, "I hate my belly," or "my arms look awful," our brain literally perceives those words as a threat. This triggers a biological stress response. It elevates our cortisol levels, which leads to deep exhaustion. It's as if our bodies are in a low-level state of war, constantly stuck in survival mode. This state of high alert leaves us drained and physically unable to thrive. Take a moment right now to reflect on how you communicate with yourself. If the words you use on yourself were directed at a friend, would that friendship survive? Picture telling your best friend she's lazy for not running 5 miles. Picture calling her huge because her body is storing some extra energy. Imagine accusing her of being out of control just because she's still hungry. Those words would be deeply damaging. So why do you think it's okay to speak them to yourself? If your best friend came to you feeling exhausted and overwhelmed, would you suggest she skip dinner and go punish herself on the treadmill? Of course not. You would offer her comfort. You'd get her a warm blanket. You would listen to her and gently ask, "What do you need right now?" Is the essence of what it means to treat our body like a friend. Our bodies deserve the exact same kindness and understanding that we so readily offer to the people we love. Treating yourself like a friend's a mindset shift. Here are 3 ways to start today. First, listen to the whispers before they become screams. Your body gives you subtle signs before things become big issues. Pay attention to her early signals. Second, assume positive intent. Your body isn't trying to frustrate you. In midlife, she is navigating complex hormonal shifts and is constantly working to keep you safe. Third, partner with her on your goals. Instead of the desperate, "I have to lose this weight," flip the script. Ask your body, "How can we feel more vibrant today?" This approach is more empowering and supportive. By treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend, you create a more nurturing and positive relationship with your body. Now, we need to talk about how your words about your own body affect the people around you. We live in a culture that taught us to demean women's bodies, especially our own. Self-deprecation often feels like a harmless way to connect with other women. But here is the hard truth. Body criticism acts like social secondhand smoke. When we criticize our own bodies out loud, we inadvertently create a toxic environment where everyone else feels pressured to be perfect. It not only gives others the silent approval to judge themselves harshly, but also perpetuates a cycle of negativity and self-doubt. You may not have realized the harm this causes before today, so please give yourself grace and do not judge yourself for doing it in the past. But we are building that awareness right now. I call this the judgment ceiling. When you make a comment about your own perceived flaws, like saying your arms look gross or that you're being bad for eating bread, it's not just a statement about you. It's a ripple. Your friend sitting across from you who might have a similar body shape or is eating that same bread suddenly feels judged and unsafe. When we are harsh on ourselves, it sends a subconscious signal to the room that we are measuring them by those same impossible standards. Self-criticism can suck the oxygen out of the room. We have to ask ourselves, are we creating a culture where the entry fee for friendship is body shaming? When we constantly engage in body checking or obsessing over calories, it becomes impossible to be present with ourselves, let alone with others. This behavior not only consumes all of our energy and our mind, but also diverts our focus away from the meaningful connections we could be fostering with those around us. People are drawn to you for your unique soul, your wit, and your vibrant personality, not your ongoing complaints about your body. Your presence is what truly matters, and it's what people cherish the most. People want to connect with you. What is the blueprint you are creating for the next generation? If you have daughters, nieces, granddaughters, or mentees, they aren't listening as much to your advice as they are watching you. They are observing your behavior and how you treat yourself. They aren't just hearing you criticize your thighs, they are learning that a woman's value is conditional and based on appearance. Is this what you want for them? When you treat your body like an enemy, you are giving them permission to do the same to theirs. What is the message you want them to internalize? What is the legacy you want to pass on? When we speak kindly to ourselves, we create a ripple effect that allows everyone else in the room to relax and be themselves. It gives everyone else permission to exhale. By being compassionate with ourselves, we become a safe harbor, not only for our own minds and bodies, but also for others seeking that same peace. When you stop being your own enemy, you show others how to be their own friend as well. It's time to reframe those outdated beliefs. Let's nurture a mindset that benefits not just our own well-being, but also inspires those around us to embrace kindness and self-acceptance. Your body has been your constant companion since your very first breath. She's always there, allowing you to experience the wonders of life, and she'll be there with you until your last breath. She's the only home you'll ever have, and she is always listening. When you have a supervisor who is constantly criticizing you, you freeze up. You can't function. You're always worried that you won't get it right. But a positive, kind supervisor decreases your stress and allows you to do your best work. Be the kind supervisor. The enemy of your soul does not want you to understand the inherent value you have been given by your divine creator and is doing everything possible to distract you with body shame. It's time to release that shame. Our bodies deserve to be celebrated. Imagine treating your body as if she were a guest of honor. So here is your assignment for the week. The next time you are in a conversation with other women that start spiraling into body negativity, I want you to be the catalyst for change. You don't have to force toxic positivity. Just gently steer the conversation. Try saying, I'm practicing being a better partner to my body lately. Can we talk about something else that makes us feel alive? You have the power to influence the atmosphere. You have the power to create spaces where people feel encouraged and inspired. The next time a conversation turns to everything that's wrong with us, change the room. Now let's create space for your heart and soul. Place your hand over your heart. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Feel gratitude. Thank your body for the incredible strength she has shown you this week, and give yourself a 20-second hug and embrace your power. I would be so honored and grateful to have you share this with someone who needs to hear this powerful message. I'm Angie Collingwood. Keep on moving. You are building a foundation for the next 40+ years of your life, brick by brick, breath by breath. You are a miracle. Treat yourself like one. If you know a woman who needs to hear this, please share this episode and remember to subscribe. I'm Angie Collingwood. Keep moving and dancing. This is Midlife in Motion. I'll see you soon.